The issue is your quarterback capable of running this offense? Because last year, I'm with you, there felt like there was hope.
Yeah.
Right? It was Matt Nagy coming over, and all right, you've got Mitchell Trubisky, this new offense, and while he grows and all of these things that we associate with younger quarterbacks, we've at least got a coach who can scheme open some things that'll help him do it. It seems like both sides have really kind of lost confidence in this one, meaning Matt Nagy, through the course of the offseason, we heard some rumblings about frustration in training camp with Mitch not maybe progressing as much as he likes, and whether how founded those are not. It seems to have manifested itself a bit in the play calling, right? Like there doesn't seem to be that trust in him to take chances anymore this season.
Without question, they don't take the ball downfield. And then you look at the other side of the ball, the defense early on again in the year. We're talking about, oh my God, this defense is a scary defense. Last 2 games, not so much. Getting run on, not getting pressure on the quarterback. And one of the reasons could be against Oakland, they were on the field almost 10 minutes more than the Raiders. And yesterday, 15 minutes more than New Orleans. So you get a defense, and I've been down this road, where you get a little aggravated in the offense. They can't control the ball and can't put points on the board. It puts more pressure on you. Now, we certainly talked about the fact that you can't get the turnovers at that rate sometimes like it was last year. Right. And that's starting to happen a little bit as well. But that's where it needs to try and stay as good as it can stay. Because, as I said, I've been a part of that, where one side of the ball is really good, even though the last couple of games they haven't played so good. But you can look at the fact that they're on the field a long time, to a side of the ball where there is zero confidence that this offense can outscore anybody, right?
Yeah. No,
I mean, God forbid you get in any kind of have to come from behind or get in any kind of a shootout.
Up-tempo game,
it's not going to happen right now.
And one thing, look, they were down 36-10, so people say, oh, this doesn't matter. But at the half, this was a 2-point game. The difference was the safety off the block punt.
Right.
The Bears set a franchise low with 7 rushing attempts in this game. And if you have a quarterback that you're not trusting to take shots, you have to be more involved in the running game. Again, in the second half, it got away from a little bit.
Right.
But 7 carries is inexcusable. And this is the same Matt Nagy. Remember, when he came over from Kansas City, that was when he was the play caller for Kansas City under Andy Reid. That was some of the problems they had over there. They would occasionally forget the running game. Remember the Tennessee game in the playoffs where Mariota completed a touchdown pass to himself. Travis Kelce got hurt in the first half. They had Kareem Hunt. I think he had 2 or 3 carries in the second half, a game in which they had the lead. So this is something that has come with Matt from Kansas City to Chicago.
Yeah, and you can afford to do that when you have a good offense.
Yep.
Like if you're in the modern NFL and you choose to side heavy on the pass, I'm usually not going to fault you because by and large, that's how teams win games now. But when you're an offense that seems to struggle with so much, unfortunately, you need a little bit more balance just as a way to kind of relieve the pressure in
without
this right now. And you've got to be creative. And the one thing I don't understand is why it seems like, and this is purely anecdotal, I haven't looked to see what his rushing attempts have actually looked like, but why Mitchell Trubisky's not a bigger part of that. Like one of the best things, and I hate when we do this to quarterbacks because we're so desperate for all of them to be these great pocket passers, is when you've got a guy that's special in an area, let him be special. See Baltimore.
Right.
Like let your guy that is a special guy on the ground be special. Mitchell Trubisky was special last year. A lot of his best plays were with his feet. Why is there not more of that to help your young quarterback look better?
I guess I would say in his first game back with his left shoulder in a harness, they were being extra cautious.
I just mean in general because I haven't seen much of that through the course of the season.
No.
Yes, right now you're right. Yeah. Protecting that shoulder is certainly the priority, but man, just mixing that in through the course of the season seems like something that could have helped it.
Yeah, he has 5 rushing attempts this year for 21 yards.
So bigger question then becomes, where are the Bears on the idea of how long we are with
this is the reality of the situation. It's his 3rd year, and in the offseason when they decide if they want to pick up his 5th-year option, right?
Yep.
I mean, that's where we are right now. Now, he's got a double-digit game still to see if he can improve, but he's certainly kind of been waiting. Everybody with the expectation going into this year, and even before he got hurt, the expectation wasn't being met. So at some point, are we seeing what we're going to see out of Mitch? That's going to be the question. Is it fair 2 years and 5 games into a guy who had 13 starts in college? How much do we get to keep hanging on that to say, okay, but now he's got almost 2.5 years of experience in the NFL where we can't use that anymore and say, dude, it's adapt or die, right? I mean, it's that time.
Fair's a place where they judge pigs.
Yeah.
Like you have a football team with a defense that, when it is in the right frame of mind and in the right setting, still personnel-wise as talented as any in the league. So I refuse to believe that there's some massive drop-off there or waiting there. But that defense is only going to get older and only going to get more difficult to pay all the parts involved, and only. Like, you only have so much time with this group in a championship form. We've seen that from defenses over the last 5 or 6 years, and so you owe it to the rest of them to go after this fiercely.
Yeah, listen, it's a tough spot, right? Because the last place you want to be is basically the Bengals with Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That's exactly where you don't want to be. Yeah, he's okay, but I don't think he's ever going to be what
Does
we thought
okay
he was
in the
going to be.
regular season, but doesn't lead you anywhere. And again, put everything on the quarterback. But we see plenty of quarterbacks who can, lead, and it's not happening because we're getting ready to make that move in Cincinnati.
Without.
We're so glad you're watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, make sure you subscribe to ESPN Plus. We'll see you there.